Shocking discovery inside a Scottsdale home. 4 people killed in a shooting. 2 of them were kids.
Police trying to piece together exactly what happened here, but they don't think a killer is on the loose. ABC 15's Chris Grove following the latest developments tonight.
Questions are swirling inside a tight-knit Scottsdale neighborhood. Why did this happen, and who did it? Around 1:25 p.m. Friday, a call to police leads to an unsettling find. 4 people dead inside a home, 2 of them adults, and 2 are kids. Detectives are not speaking much tonight on a potential motive or if the 4 victims are members of a family. We do know that a gun was used, and the police are no longer looking for a suspect. The investigation has kept many from going in and out of their homes. This 15-year-old tells us he was ordered to stay inside a friend's home after they saw police combing the area.
The first 2 police officers were pulling up as we were pulling up, and they told us they were starting to set up tape and everything, and they told us to get in the house and lock the doors.
Other residents in the area tell us that the neighborhood is usually quiet and that they haven't heard or seen anything in the past that would lead to this. Reporting in Scottsdale, Chris Grove, ABC 15, Arizona.
While that investigation was just starting, police in Phoenix were dealing with a deadly situation of their own. Officers shooting and killing an armed man who they say was holding a woman hostage. Let's bring in a live picture from the scene. This is just down the road from Margaret T. Hance Park. Cops say they found the 2 arguing, and that's when the man grabbed the woman and held a knife to her throat. Then police say he charged at them. One of the cops fired, killing the armed man. No officers were hurt.
Now, it looks like they don't want to show any pictures. They don't want to talk about the people who were involved, because you can look at Scottsdale and you can look at the demographics. You can basically tell who lives in this area. And basically, they are not looking for a suspect. This is something that I noticed happened when I was talking about W.I.E, white identity extremists, and the trouble that they are causing in their own communities. They stated that 2 adults and 2 children, I would suspect that this was a murder-suicide, because the police are not looking for any suspect or anyone around in the home, around the area where they lived, and they're saying this is an isolated incident in this one home. So this again is a white identity extremist situation, a W.I.E situation, and some are saying it's because of financial issues. But they also said that someone grabbed a woman, was holding her hostage, which that situation, that's very dangerous. And that is a situation that here in Indiana, you would be nervous because that could happen because of the drug epidemic here. You see them around, they're on drugs, and it makes me feel uneasy. But a lot of people go through a lot of hardships. People's family break apart. Our community also suffered from situation with drugs and poverty. A lot of these things were brought on to us. Not something that we engaged in and created for ourselves. But they don't know how to handle it. When something devastational happens in their lives, people has to die and blood has to run. And that is a dangerous situation to be in. And I just really am nervous for people who live in neighborhoods like that. The demographics are predominantly European. Because if something happens with their finances, they can't live the life they think they should have. They could get mad at their spouse or children. Anything could go on. They will go off the rails and people have to die. But I'll go ahead and leave it right here. Let me know what you think. What do you think about this situation? I predict that we will be having a lot more W.I.E situations happening and popping up all over the nation. I will see you in the next one.